Come into this wedding with me. Justin and Sarah are getting married. Every time I go to a wedding, it brings back the memories of my wedding. It brings me back to the commitment Stephen and I had made. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yes, our other friends are here too. Travis and Marissa, they're in the arts and entertainment arena. While trying to live by the word of God, they find it challenging, balancing careers, family, and their love life. This is putting a strain on things, but with God, all things are possible. Oh, Max and Kennedy, they're here too. They met 8 years ago. Max is what I call walking on water to follow his entrepreneur goals because no one can see how this new venture that he is dreaming about is going to work. His wife, Kennedy, wants to keep up with Max, but finds it hard to understand how a consistent paycheck will continue to come into the house and how Max will still follow his dreams at the same time. It's stormy weather for the two, if they don't walk by faith and not by sight. Well, Ed and Grace are here. They are the most normal couple you will find. But behind closed doors, they are stuck in the routine of life and boredom is setting in. Their normal way of life is no longer appealing. Will eyes roam, or will the word work for them? I'm still praying for their marriage and that their eyes are open to see each other once as friends and lovers instead of a routine business transaction. Jackson and Clarice are the older generation's couple. They made it through the good and bad times, and their latter days are their greater days. They learned how to endure. Nowadays, times are filled with so many men having side chicks. But what is not realized is that the real sexy is the wife. I am introducing the wife as the new sexy. What is sexy? If it's just looks and sex, then it is so temporary. What about the parts that are not talked about? Does the good-looking, sexy side chick clean the house, take care of the children, take care of the husband when he's sick? Does that sexy one create an atmosphere of love and joy in the house? Let's think of what sexy is. It can be a false picture, a false relationship, because usually, as we speak of that side chick, it means a person who is not invested in everyday works of a family. See, sexy to me is the wife. She's committed, loving, kind, and strokes the needs of her husband as needed as she takes care of herself as well. Sometimes she can use some help. So husband, give your wife some help. Treat her like your queen and the entire house will be well. See, let's face it, the wife carries many titles. She's the taxi driver, the cook, the cleaner, the health attendant, the listener, the tutor, the scheduler, and so much more. Now that is sexy. That is attractive. Okay. Yes. There can be reasons for marriages to take a turn for the worse, but a side chick is not the solution. Side chicks, hotel stays, and hidden romance will never stand up against a real wife and friend. I'm talking about a real godly marriage with its ups and downs. Every time I go to a wedding, I'm triggered. Don't get me wrong, my husband is the best. We have 3 children. And things are great, or it appears great at some times. Relationships take invested time and work. We all go through our periods of change, transitions, or times of being stuck. But I'm convinced more than ever that a couple that really prays together will stay together. You have to both be on the same page and encourage and push each other into each person's destiny. Being a wife is serious. We went through a series of steps before we got married, and I'm really glad that we got to know each other before we got married. We actually became real close friends before we started looking at each other in an intimate way. Weddings remind me, what is our vision? What are we doing? And how are we doing it? See, it's been 15 years for us, and Stephen has been faithful. He has never wanted to be or went to be with another woman. But that doesn't mean we didn't have a close call. We began to take each other for granted until a wannabe side chick tried to come into our lives to destroy our marriage. Yes, even a praying household, the devil will send a lie in the form of a woman to destroy a family. But we made it through with God and vowed to never take each other for granted. It takes work, respect, and submitting yourself to God. Now this is real. Friendship is important in a marriage. Become friends first, and then everything else will come into place. Now let's get back to Justin and Sarah. My prayer for them is that their marriage will last and that they have healthy children. I pray for their finances and their health to be strong throughout their lifetime. May this be a marriage that endures all things and becomes a testimony for hundreds of thousands of young people. May Sarah be forever Justin's sexy wife.